to this fourth Hands of Health podcast. Now, your middle finger stands for your eating habits and your drinking habits. And again, this is a pretty contentious subject. As is often said, we are what we eat. But unfortunately, for many of us, our diets are killing us. And one of the big things that is killing us is sugar. Now, in Zimbabwe and in many other countries, before the white man came here, there was no sugar. And there was no diabetes and very little heart disease, very little high blood pressure. But now there is a massive outbreak of diabetes. Probably 20% of Zimbabwe now has diabetes, and it is an epidemic all over the world. And along with the sugar epidemic is the processed food epidemic, particularly in the Western world, where there are additives and processing of so many foods. And this needs to be stopped if we are going to be healthy. We can do that by eating proper foods, cooking foods, and particularly eating protein, vegetables, taking lots of water, eating fruit in moderation, but don't eat a lot of fruit, because fruit, whether we like it or not, contains a lot of sugar. I would recommend that you don't have too much in the way of fat, although the cholesterol story is a little bit uncertain, and a lot of people probably don't need to be on high doses of statins to bring down their cholesterol. But more importantly is take lots of fiber, salads, vegetables, eat as much as you can of those sort of things. And then we come to alcohol. It's recommended that you should only drink, for a man, 14 units per week as a maximum, and woman 7 units a week. And a unit is either a beer or a glass of wine or a shot of spirits. And don't have them all on one day. That's to be spread out over the week. So don't store up your 14 units and then kill them on a Sunday. Unfortunately, a generation ago, fatty liver disease was extremely uncommon, and people who had it were almost certainly alcoholics. But nowadays, according to Dr. Lustig in the States, an endocrinologist, 40% of adult America has fatty liver disease, and 20% of kids have fatty liver disease. And that is almost entirely due to a high sugar, starch, and carbohydrate intake. So cut down on the sugar, the bread, the ice cream, the cookies, the cake, and you will find you lose weight and you feel so much better. Now, this sounds all very depressing, and it sounds like you're not going to be enjoying your meals. You can have great meals on this sort of diet. And the other thing I would say is, when you have a party or something, celebrate. When it's Christmas, when it's your birthday, go and have some cake, have some drinks, have fun and celebrate, because otherwise your life becomes incredibly boring. And it's interesting that one of those blue zones where people live to a ripe old age is in southern Italy. And those guys know how to eat, but they eat a Mediterranean diet, which is very much what I've described, and they live to a ripe old age. So watch what you eat and watch what you drink, and you will feel like a different person. Thank you.